Hello everyone, so yes, welcome back. I am here again, and as you can see, a lot back here has changed. I moved to uni, and so that's one reason why I haven't made any videos in like half a year, because I've been here for half a year now and I've just been settling in, doing my own thing, and I was watching my videos and like build up like the views have recently, and I thought, you know what, I think it's time to do another one and just have a go, see what happens. I didn't do it for a while because, to be honest, my bedroom, I'm on the bottom floor and I get blocked by all the sunlight, so it's never light in here. And obviously because I moved in the winter, it was always dark, like really dark. And if I came back from uni, it was dark. If I came back from work, it was dark. So I could never make a video because I didn't have enough light, whereas now it's getting lighter in the days and lighter for longer, so hopefully I can make more for you. And today, oh, and also chopped my head off. It was like here, but I am too lazy and I haven't been to the hairdressers, and I should do probably, but anyway, that's another thing I need to sort out in my life, but hey ho. And today, as you can see, I'm doing this red kind of look with the highlight popping. And it's from Beyonce's music video. It's a bit where she's in the car with her braid and she's like, oh, swaying. But I haven't got braids obviously, and she's got like that wet look eyeshadow one, because all the other bits in the video were either like dark lips, which I've done before, or no makeup at all really, or this. I thought, oh, I'll try this one, so let's get to it. Hope you enjoy. So first off, I started by putting my hair up, as you can see, and I've already got my base on. I've got my primer, my foundation, my concealer and powder on, and I've got my eyebrows on, as you can see, and I'm going to be priming my eyelids first by using the Urban Decay Potion Primer, and this will help prevent creasing all over the lid. You know? Of course you know. You already know the deal with the primer. Then I'm just taking the Morphe 35C palette, which is this one, and I'm going to just take a fluffy brush and take a mixture of this white and creamy colour just to blend all over my eye, and this will help blend the eyeshadows later on, because when you put the primer on, it's a little bit sticky and the colour kind of sticks to certain places, and it does not look good. So just fluff that around. Oh. God, I look so pale today. I promise it matches. So looking at the reference I have of Beyonce's music video, her eyeshadow was she had like a wet look going on, but I don't have anything that's like a wet eyeshadow, and also I don't think many of you would want to wear that on a normal day-to-day basis because it's kind of gross. It's like lip gloss on your eyelids, and you can see it's like a reddy peachy kind of eye look. So I'm going to start with a base, and I'm going to take this peachy pink and just dust that in my crease as a transition colour. Actually, I'm going to take a different brush, and I'm using my Morphe M505. And at the same time, you're kind of making a slight point outwards because her eyeshadow kind of goes out in that sort of V shape. Sort of like that. And then I'll take a different fluffy brush, and this is the Morphe M441. And just really blend those together. And I'm just going to pop that on the rest of my lid as well with another Morphe brush, but this one came in a set and it actually doesn't have the name, so sorry about that. I'm just going to pop that on the rest of my eye just to give it a little flush of colour. The right one seems to be darker than the other, but that's okay. So you have that base layer all over. So then next I'm going to dip into a red eyeshadow from the Morphe palette, and be very careful with this because too much is not gonna look good, because it's kind of like a washed out red eyeshadow. So I'm only going to take a little bit and focus it on the inner and outer corner of the eye. And then I'm just going to feather it in a little bit, but still leaving the centre a little bit blank. And taking another fluffy brush, I'm just going to dip into the red again and blend that into my crease again. And obviously all the colours I've used so far are matte, so we are going to add a shimmer later on. And that is that. And so, to make it have that slight kind of wet look but more of a shimmery type thing, because obviously we don't want to look wet on the lids, I'm taking this Make It Revolution palette in Eyes Like Angels. It looks like this. And I'm going to be taking a little silvery kind of eyeshadows, a shimmery one, but I'm not taking too much. And I'm just going to be dabbing that on the centre of my lid, just a little bit, just gently. And my hand was completely in the way of the camera just then. Not too much, because it's not like it wasn't really a glittery kind of eyeshadow, it was damp, you might say. And looking at the picture that I've, like this, sorry about that, my boyfriend rudely interrupted, no kidding. And I'm just looking at, as I was saying, I am looking at the reference now, and it doesn't look like Beyonce has much of like a defined crease, like not much shading in there, but it looks like a tad bit, so I'm just going to add a little bit, because obviously I find it really strange when you put eyeshadow on and there isn't much definition, so I'm going to do that now. And I'm just going to add with a little, very little fluffy brush. It's a Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to take a light kind of brown from the Morphe palette and just feather that in. And I don't actually think this will be too much. I'm changing my mind, I'm going to take a slightly darker brown, not too much of it, and dust that into the very, very outer bit, because the rest of her eye doesn't really have much of the definition going on. Just going to zoom in for this bit, because I think it looks like the outer end of her eyelashes are a little bit darkened, just to add a little bit of definition to the lashes and thicken them. So I'm going to take a small angled brush like this and I'm going to mix together a dark brown and a black, so it's not too black but it is dark enough. I'm just going to press that in to the outer corners of my eye, just to add a little some. Not winging it out, because she doesn't have a wing. Just adding it, just to add a little. You can see the difference in that and that. And she also has it on the outer bottom as well, it looks like. See how much difference that makes? Doesn't it? So not quite the same yet. Sorry, I live in the bottom flat of my blocks and I've blacked out windows, and so whenever people walk past they can only see themselves, but they're looking at themselves, but it looks like they're looking directly at me, so when I watch them I just go a bit, ooh, I feel like they can see me but they can't at all. Very bizarre feeling. And now, because she is very glowy in this video, I'm going to put a highlight in the middle but make it quite strong. So I'm taking this pretty much white eyeshadow and I'm doing it how Katie, aka Lusterlux, does it, and I pop it on the bottom and then I drag it upwards. I love where she does, but then hers, she looks like she has more white along the bottom as well, so I'm going to drag that a little bit at the bottom as well, but mainly up, like so. I don't know, like ever since Katie said like she puts it on the bottom and drags it up, I don't know, it just looks really nice. Like it gives that kind of whoosh shape. I like it. I like it a lot. Just a little, very little bit here, and blend that out a little bit down. And now just to finish that off, I'm going to be adding a coat of mascara, and I'm using the YSL Shocking Mascara. I don't actually have any false lashes with me right now, but if you were to use some for this look, then I'd use some that are quite thin and feathered, not too heavy and thick, that also flick out the ends because the eyelashes look like they kind of flick to the end. So I'm kind of, you can put your mascara on normally, but you can also kind of direct your lashes outwards. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, because hers definitely at the very end flick outwards. There you go. The eyes. And I did notice that she has some white eyeliner on the inside of her eye, but I thought that I didn't have one, and apparently I do. So I'm using this NYC white eyeliner and just putting a little bit on my waterline, but concentrating the white eyeliner on the inner part of your eye, because she has a lot more here opening out the eyes. Here. Now onto the face, and looking at again her face, because obviously her eyes are the main point of this look. It doesn't look like she has much going on apart from she's very highlighted, so I'm just going to use a bit of bronzer, bits of highlight, and maybe a tad bit of blush, but not much. I still order double wear powder, but I use it as a bronzer, and it looks like that. It's like, it's not too orange and not too grey, so it's perfect for contouring. And I'm taking a Morphe brush, an angled one, but it doesn't have any name again because it's part of that set again. Sorry. I'm just going to be lightly contouring the sides of my cheeks. And the forehead. I never actually used to do my forehead, but I've realised how much of a difference it makes. It really does. And then up. And the other side. See how much of a difference that makes. Damn. Damn, damn. And then I'm taking Becca Champagne Pop. Oh god, sorry about the mirror. Champagne Pop. And I'm highlighting to God. Highlighting to the goddesses up there, because her highlight is super. She has a lot of it going on. So just keep going until you're like a disco ball. A lot of it on the cheek. She has loads there. And it's weird, the wet looks. It's as if she has highlighter on the outside of her eye, but to wear it in real life it just looks a bit weird. And I'm doing tip of the nose. Oh god damn, that was a bit too much. Oh, so if you can see that dot in the middle, I'm very sorry, but that is a massive spot, and the highlight is obviously highlighted more, so please ignore that. Hopefully my little frame will go away. Then the lips, and then she has some on her chin as well, I think, here. Just there. So, got the highlight done, going. For blush, I'm just going to take a tad bit off that little peachy kind of one we used earlier, the eyeshadow as a blush, just because she hasn't got much on, so I am not putting very much on at all. It just adds a little flush to them cheeks. And I'm using this like little random pink brush that I have because it's small enough to go in the eyeshadow pan without touching the other ones. And then it looks like she has a nude matte lip, and so I'm taking this liquid lipstick I have it was actually from the market, it was £2, but I've seen these on eBay as well. It's all it says is M.N and it says Minow, long-lasting lip gloss, but it's not a lip gloss, and it's just a brownie colour. So got some Vaseline on to help keep it moisturised, because obviously it is matte. And then just let it dry. That stuff was only £2 and it is so nice. This lip colour is my favourite. I've been wearing it a lot recently. And then obviously her hair is in braids, and one, I don't have very long hair anymore, I chopped it all off, and two, I ain't got time for braiding, so I'm just gonna do my hair how I normally do it, in a middle part. So be right back. And so this is the final look, and I really enjoyed making this because it was a different kind of look, like red. Not many people use red often, and because especially it was like the wet look and not much crease definition. So I quite like doing this, and it's my first ever like music video celebrity inspired thing. Oh yeah. And I'm really wanting to start making videos again, because I looked at all my videos and they were actually getting more and more views for me. So like one of my videos is at 8,500. I don't know how the hell that happened, but it did, so it's good. And I just watched them build up, and I've been wanting to for so long, and I think I stopped because I moved into uni. I was doing other things and focusing on just settling down, and now I have, I think, possibly ready to start again. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! I've got food in my throat, I think. I'm taking this Makeup Revolution palette in Ultra, and also, as you can see, and put my fucking jar.